All right, guys, today we speak about stellar lumens because it's exploding right now. And in this video, I will show you what you can expect for the price. It's not a moonboy video. I want to say at this point, it's a price video. I want to show you what really is realistic and if you should buy right now. Obviously, nothing in this video is financial advice, but let me show you the chart of XLM. XLM has been pumping very, very nicely since the lows. If we look back in time, we see that XLM usually pumps in this very, very strong fashion on a very short time period. So I will look into that with you very, very soon. But first, let me show you what happened right now. So this week we saw a mega green candle where it went up like over 20 cents from a low from around 25 cents now to 45, 46 cents. Depending on when you watch this video, it will be somewhere in the 40s, probably already in the 50s if it really accelerates. Otherwise, it could also correct down again a bit. But let's see. If we do the same as we did in November, this will just be the first of two mega candles because next week should follow a bigger candle as last time. That could be a very, very nice bullish trend for XLM. However, I want to also warn you at this point. I have already drawn this line here on the top because the all-time high of XLM, and that's shocking for many, has happened actually in January of 2018. I think it was in the first week of January of 2018 when it went all the way up to 93 cents. And the problem with this is not that it went so far up. The problem is that it could not reach this all-time high in 2021. So when you remember that the altcoin season 2021 was very early in the year, it happened already at this first Bitcoin peak. Also, XLM had the highest point in May 2021. And it could never recover back when Bitcoin had this all-time high then later in November. So XLM only went down after that, which is very sad for the altcoin holders. Apparently, for many altcoins, that's how it played out. But let's learn a bit from the past what might happen. So if we really see it critical that this all-time high was reached only once, yeah, we can draw this line on the top and make it lower and lower. So this time the line, since it's decaying a bit, right, it's going down, we see that the all-time high this time could only be reached around 70 cents, while last time it was still a bit higher than that. And this is not good. However, I want to also show you something more because we need to differentiate a bit between the different markets. It hasn't been the same always. So in 2020, 2021, it took XLM many months, actually. It started in November, and then it continued somewhere in January, and it went up all this way here from a bottom that it has formed. I mean, in the Corona crisis, it was lower, but the bottom that it has reached and found support at to pump was around these 7 or 8 cents here. And then it went all the way up to 60 something, 70. I think actually it was above 70 cents last time in the end. And this took XLM a long time. It took it like half a year until May of 2021 to reach this high. So the pump was very, very different the last time. Not like this where it pumped within 1 month extremely and then it declined again, only to pump again. However, this time is looking much more like 2017. You see, in 2017, we started in March from a low from about a fraction, like a quarter of a cent probably, where we can measure it. And then we went up 2,000% to reach 5 cents. Obviously, that's a big, big increase, which won't happen in the same fashion nowadays. But then we saw several months of decline, half a year almost, that the price did consolidate before it pumped to the next high, and we pumped another 7,000%. So what could happen this time? Maybe, just maybe, we follow a similar path as we did here. And I copied that trend over here, as you see, which would mean that we start from this low here, we go all the way up where we went last November, we consolidate, we pump again in July, and then we have a quick dip, which will happen. At one point, it needs to consolidate a little bit. It needs to see whether this can be sustained. And then we could pump all the way up to like $4. And this is where we all want to go. If you're an XLM holder, this is what you're dreaming of. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Am I bearish if I predict $4 now? But this is what we can probably expect if we manage to break out. But I want to say, please be careful. Remember that the 70 cents level here is a significant level where XLM could also decide to not break through. So if we manage to break through 70 cents, $4 definitely is my goal. If we do not manage to get through 70 cents, this could be the top. It could be a point where XLM really needs to struggle to get through, because this will be when it can reach a new all-time high. And again, obviously at the 93 level where we had the all-time high, it could be a point where XLM struggles. If we break through the 93 cents, $4 is my prognosis, not financial advice. I hope to see you soon. Your Alex.